having the financial security, the ideal body, the ideal significant other is very easy to manifest, but we as humans, we make it so difficult. If I told you that the easiest way for you to lose weight is to just eat less, I would venture to guess that most of you would not be able to do it. Some of you would probably try some of these techniques and think, okay, this is working. What else can I do? It's the same thing when it comes to manifesting. You try something and you swoosh it around and see how it works. If it doesn't work, you try something else. And if that doesn't work, you try something else. Eventually something will work. But the biggest thing that stands in our way from having the things that we want are, again, financial freedom, the significant other, the ideal body, is just this, and that is it. Where we, because of our current mindset, or you might even say our current identity, we feel that because of our circumstances, because of everything that has happened to me up until this point, there's no way I could do or be the things that I want to do or be. And so this is where I like to challenge people, because I myself am someone that I actually did it to myself, where I started to challenge the way I think, and I would go across the board. So if I thought that there's no way I could do something because of my finances, I go across the board and say I can do anything I want because of the finances that I have, and so on and so on. So when it comes to, again, manifesting more money, when it came to a better body, when it came to having a more ideal, fulfilling relationship, I was able to manifest all those things, even though I started out feeling that with the feelings of lack. And now I switch my focus from lack to abundance, and now I'm starting to get more abundance. Whatever you focus on, whatever you repeat, and whatever you attach an emotion to is going to eventually manifest in your physical world. If you can imagine it and you hold that image, the clearer, the more detailed, the better, it will eventually manifest in your physical world. So if you're focusing on lack, you're going to get more lack. If you're focusing on abundance, you will get more abundance. It doesn't matter if you already have an abundant, let's say financially abundant lifestyle. It's amazing how, and again, I've seen this firsthand, where I've seen people who have a lot of financial freedom, but then things happen and then all of a sudden they lose it. Maybe not all of it, but they lose a lot of it. And because they're constantly focusing that they don't have enough, they'll have sometimes blips where they think, okay, I can do this, I'm doing this, and then all of a sudden they come crashing back down, which this is a whole different video, because that has to do with their mindset, has to do with their identity, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, that's a whole different thing. The things you can do now is focus on exactly what you want and create as much detail. If you have to write it out, do whatever, or imagine in the mind, just focus on that intently. The longer, the better. Number 2, you want to repeat that image again and again and again and again and again. And I cannot say it as many times as I need to, but you need to focus on it and repeat it again and again. The last thing, you want to attach an emotion. Feel what it would be like once you have the ideal life, once you have exactly what you want, once you have the perfect image of what your life is going to be like on a daily basis, once you have it all. That's it. Simple stuff, okay? I know it's simple, but for a lot of you, make it very difficult. And I used to be that person, and I'm not that way anymore. Anyway, please like, share, subscribe to my video. This is how I build my community, and I'm here for you. Thank you so much for listening.